If you've been feeling some tension in your hips, this class is for you. In this class, we're gonna take our time to really create some mobility and open up those hips. It is not too intense, but of course, you can decide how intense you want to go with it. I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you on the mat. Namaste. We're going to start this practice lying on the floor in Supta Baddha Konasana, so butterfly legs. So bring your feet together, facing the front of your mat, and simply come down onto your back. Now, of course, if you have your blocks or your accessories, you can always be using cushions or books, whatever you have available to you. These can be useful to place under your thighs here, as you may want to allow them to rest, especially if your hips are sensitive or tight. Hands can come next to the body, palms facing up, or something I like to do in this posture is to have one hand on the stomach, one hand on the heart. Really allows you to connect with your breath, feel your body and the effect that your breath has on your body. Just take a few breaths here. You can keep your eyes open and choose a fixed point on the ceiling, or close your eyes, whatever feels better for you. Let every breath in create space and lightness in the body. And then on your exhales, just let your body become heavy and let everything release. Hips release. Shoulders release. Take one more nice breath here. Slowly bring your hands to your thighs to help bring your knees back up to center. You can move your blocks or your accessories to the side. And then simply bring your knees towards your chest for Apanasana. Take a few breaths here. In Apanasana, make sure that your chin is tucked in slightly. This will help you lengthen the thoracic spine, cervical spine. And then if it feels good for you, maybe just rock left and right. Start to wake up the body, the lower back, massage it. And then place your left foot down and then bring your right ankle onto your left thigh, just at the knee level. Open up slightly by sending your right knee forward, chin to chest. Bring your hands interlaced behind the left thigh, lift the foot off the ground. Use not only your arms, but also your abdominals to bring your left knee towards your chest. Head comes back down. Take a few breaths here. I find it nice to flex the feet here. It just helps keep everything active, engaged. This is an active stretch. One more deep breath. And then simply release, bring the foot back down. Keep the right ankle connected to your thigh here and let the left knee drop towards the left so the right foot comes down to the ground. I'm just gonna adjust my microphone here. And then bring the foot down to the ground. Shoulders are well on the ground, so we just got a little slight twist here. And the left hand can come and grab the right ankle to deepen the stretch a little bit, and maybe also the left foot is accessible with the right hand. If so, just make sure that if you lift like I just did to go get your foot, bring your shoulders back down. Take 2 breaths here. And then when you're ready, release with the right hand, release the left hand, keep the connection, bring everything back up to center, right foot comes off and steps next to the left foot. You can sway the knees back left and right a little bit like windshield wipers. I feel this helps to reset between poses. And then other side, left ankle comes onto the right thigh, interlace the fingers behind the right thigh, engage in the abdominals, engage in the feet, active stretch. The right knee is moving towards your chest. Remember to tuck the chin. Get a nice long stretch in your cervical spine. It helps to also bring the thoracic area down to the ground, I feel. One more deep breath. And then slowly start to release the fingers, bring the right foot down, and drop the right knee with the left foot towards the right. Shoulder blades are on the ground. Right hand can come and catch the left ankle, and then maybe the right hand comes and gets, left hand comes and gets the right foot. And just hang out here for a moment. Feel this slight twist. Taking care of our hips. Giving lots of love. Always breathing throughout. And then let go with the left hand. Let go with the right hand. Keep the connection to come back up. And then remove the connection of your ankle on your thigh to bring your left foot down. Rock the knees left, right, left, right. Now knees come to chest once again, Apanasana, but this time we're gonna release the knees, chin to chest, reach the hands in between the legs, come in front of the tibia to catch the outside arches of the feet. Then head moves back down, feet kick into the hands towards the ceiling. So the hands are pulling the feet and the knees down towards each side of the body for happy baby. So this is gonna come and give you not only a hip opening, but it's also gonna come and activate the hamstrings a little bit. Again, remember that activation of your chin getting tucked in a little bit. Sacrum is heavy, and if you want, and this feels good for you and comfortable, you can maybe even rock a little bit, left, right, right, left. Breathe deeply in your pose. One more nice breath. And then bend the knees a little bit more, release the feet, knees come towards one another. And then you can either let them drop to a side to come back up, or maybe just bring the hands behind the thighs, chin to chest, rock and roll, and come up to seated with your legs crossed. With your legs crossed, simply give yourself a little bit of a push, and that'll bring you up to tabletop position. Once in tabletop position, let's just warm up the spine a little bit, a couple cat-cow breaths. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Contract the inside of the thighs and contract the abs when you come to cat spine. Inhale, release the hips, arch the spine, open up, heart melts down. Exhale, round, contract, press the hands into the ground. Contract the inside of the thighs. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Stick the toes together. Open up the knees towards the outside of your mat. Let the sit bones come down to the heels. Hands move forward. Forehead comes down to the ground. Balasana, child's pose. 2 breaths here just to feel the hips opening up a little bit more, a little bit more. That is the focus today, is releasing in the hips, bringing mobility. Come back up towards tabletop, and then bring the knees back towards hip distance apart. And we're going to come and just simply warm up the hips. So send your right foot out towards the back, and then as you bend the knee, send it out towards the right and bring it down, but don't let it touch the ground. Send it out towards the back. Bend the knee, bring it out towards the right, down towards the ground without touching. Stretch it out. Bend the knee, bring it out towards the right, down towards the ground. One more time. And then this time, when you stretch it out back, bring it back down towards the ground. We're going to go in the opposite direction. So send the knee up towards the right, stretch it out back. Down, up towards the right, stretch it out back. 2 more times. Breathe. Inhale to come up. Exhale to move back. And then bring the knee down to the ground. We're going to do the other side. Start with left foot coming out towards the back. Toes are pointing towards the ground. Bend the knee. Send the knee out towards the left. Engage in the glute. Bring the knee down. Don't touch the ground. Send it back. Bring it out towards the left. Bring it down. Send it back. Bend the knee out towards the left. Bring it down. Don't touch the ground. Stretch it out. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Stretch it out. This time we're going to come back and go in the other direction. Knee comes out towards the side. Stretches out towards the back. Knee comes down, then out, and then back. Again, knee comes down, doesn't touch the ground, comes up to the left, stretch the leg out towards the back. One more time. Down, up to the left, stretch out to the back. And then bring the knee down towards the ground. You should be feeling it in your hips. You can roll your hips around one way, the other way. And then simply curl the toes, press the hands into the ground, send the hips back, press the feet into the ground, lift the hips up, down dog. Now, first down dog of the practice, so bend the knees a little bit, right, left, right. You can rock the hips, right, left, right. And then when you're ready, heels towards the ground. There can be a slight bend in the knees. Hands press into the ground to straighten out the spine. Breathe. And then look forward, come onto the tips of your toes, and walk towards your hands. Uttanasana. Sometimes I skip the ana in the asanas. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to do one sun salutation just to warm up the body a little bit. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Straight spine. Exhale, hands to the ground. Find your plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, come onto the tips of your toes, walk the feet, maybe hop if you're feeling active today. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands rise. This time, bring the toes together, space between the heels, bend the knees, send the hips back. On the exhale, find your chair pose, Utkatasana. Contract. inside of your thighs and your glutes at the same time, as if both are pulling in opposite directions. This might raise you out of your chair pose a little bit, but once you find that contraction, try to sit deeper. Abs are tight, arms are raised. Breathe. One more breath in. On the exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground. This time, keep your right foot on the ground, step your left foot back. Bring the heel down to a 45-degree angle, bring the hands up, bend the right knee, warrior one. Take a breath in here and a breath out. Start to straighten out the right leg. Feel that you have an even balance in between right foot and left foot. And then with your arms nice and long, spine stays straight, start to fold forward, send the right hip back, and then bring the hands either down to the ground. Now, if your spine starts to round, maybe use your accessories here in pyramid pose. If you don't have accessories, you can always just rest your hands here on your shin, just to keep a straight spine and keep folding forward and sending that right hip back. Feel that stretch in the right hamstring. Take one more inhale here. Then on the exhale, start to bend the right knee. Once the right knee is bent, bring both hands inside of the right foot and walk the right foot out towards the outside of your mat. Bring the left heel back over the toes and bring the left knee down to the ground. Open up the chest forward. Send the hips forward. Inhale, straight spine. You can always also keep your accessories here to really open up and come get that front left psoas area. On the exhales, you're just letting those hips melt forward. Stay conscious as to how your body is feeling here. Hands to the ground. Left hand stays anchored onto the ground. Right hand comes up to the right hip. Look towards the ceiling. This is a dragon pose here. The right knee can come away from the body, but the right foot stays anchored onto the ground. There's an option here to go even deeper. You can bend the left knee, send that right hand to catch the outside of the left foot. Thumb of the right hand is pointing upwards, opening up that right shoulder. Take one more nice deep breath here. And on the exhale, release the right hand, bring it back down to the ground. Stick that right knee onto that right tricep, curl the left toes, bring the left knee up. Look forward here. Activate your abdominals. Take a deep breath in. We're gonna step that left foot forward. On the exhale, left foot comes next to the left hand. And the toes here are wider than the heels. So I'm gonna come forward here just to give an example. Toes are wider than the heels. The sit bones come down, heels are on the ground, and the hands can stay on the ground. If ever you need some support, you can always use your accessories here to support you as well. But if it feels comfortable to bring your hands off of the ground, bring them into prayer, elbows inside of the thighs, straight spine. Inhale, straighten that spine even more. Exhale, press the hands together to open up the hips with your elbows inside of the hips. So pressing the hands together opens them up just a little bit more on your exhales. One more breath. Bring your hands down, start to raise the hips. Walk your feet back in towards hip distance apart. Bend the knees. Allow the chest and the stomach to make contact with the thighs. Head is heavy. Hands come and grab opposite elbows. And then just hang out here like a rag doll. Maybe rock left and right a little bit. Release the elbows, hands to chins, halfway lift, straight spine. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, hands rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands down, right foot steps back. Drop that right heel at 45 degrees. Bend the left knee over the left heel and bring the hands up, warrior one. Adjust as much as you need to. Sometimes it feels good to wiggle left, right, until you find that sweet spot in your pose. Inhale here. Exhale strong. Lengthen out that left leg. Balance the weight distribution between both feet. One more breath in. And on the exhale, hips move back, hands move forward. Hands either come to the ground, on your shin, or on your accessories here to keep that focus on, is my spine straight? How's my spine? Am I folding all from the upper body, or am I folding from the hips, stretching out that left hamstring? Breathe. Keep that connection with your body. This is your time for you. This is your time to feel good and to do what's going to make you, even if you're uncomfortable, even if you're not feeling great in the moment, develop that sensation that you know that, oh, hey, no, this is doing some good for my body. When I'm done this, even if it's uncomfortable, it's going to feel good later. Start to bend the left knee. Accessories to the side, both hands to the ground, inside of the left foot. Left foot walks out towards the outside of your mat. Hands come under shoulders. Right heel comes above the toes. Right knee comes down. Top of the right foot comes down. Hips move forward. Chest opens up. Option to grab those accessories again to allow you to raise up even higher and just accentuate that stretch in the right psoas. If you can, move those shoulders back, chest forward. Lengthen out. One more breath in. One more breath out. Accessories to the side if you have them. Right hand anchored down into the ground. Press into that right hand. Left hand comes up onto the left thigh. Gaze moves towards the ceiling. Left knee comes away from the body. Left foot stays on the ground. Always adjust as needed to find that sweet spot in your pose. And then once you have it, just breathe there. Again, option to bend the right knee here and come and bring that left hand back to catch the outside of the right foot, thumb pointing up. Shoulder is not rounded here, shoulder is moving back, left shoulder moves back as the gaze is up. Breathe here. Just opening up. And then release, left hand comes back down, curl the toes of the right foot, lift the knee, left knee presses onto the left tricep to activate. Activate the abs, look forward, take a breath in, right foot's gonna come on the outside of the right hand. On the exhale, bring it forward. Malasana, yogi squat, take two. Heels are on the ground. I find wiggling left and right a little bit helps me get nice and comfortable into the pose. And then when you're ready, hands come up, straight spine, breathe here. One more breath in. On the exhale, hands come down, hips come up. Should be a little bit easier this time. Feet move in towards each other, hip distance apart. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're gonna come back into a chair here to reactivate the muscles that we just opened up. We wanna get some contraction there, so bring the toes in towards one another. The outside arches of your feet are parallel with the outside of your mat. That'll give you a good indication. Bend the knees, contract inside the thighs, contract the glutes, hands up, inhale, exhale, bring the hips back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Breathe. One more breath in. One more breath out. Exhale and fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot moves back. This time drop the heel at 90 degrees. Windmill the left arm up and to the back. Right arm comes up. Find that warrior two position. You can stretch out that right leg and then just bring it back into a bent knee position. Right knee aligned with the right heel. Activate, stay strong here. We're gonna inhale and dance that warrior two back. Right hand comes up. Left hand can come right inside of the lower back. And then come back forward, bend the right elbow, bring the right elbow into a contact, but without resting on your right thigh. And that left arm comes up and forward for side extended angle. Now stay active in your abdominals here, stay strong, legs stay strong. Look down towards the ground, make sure that your knee is not falling towards the inside or too much towards the outside, but is aligned. And then the right hand can come down, left hand can move towards the ceiling to go a little bit deeper. Keep bringing that left shoulder back. Press into the right foot to come back up, warrior two. Straighten out that right leg. Bring the toes towards the left so that you're in a star position. I'm gonna come forward here for you. And then fold forward, bring the hands down to the ground, Prasarita Padottanasana. Wide-legged forward fold. Just breathe here. Option to have your hands down on the ground. Again, you can use your accessories, straight spine. Maybe you come and grab a yogi grip on your toes. I like to, again, wiggle a little bit. Just feel that opening in the hips. Other option is to interlace the fingers behind the back, stretch the arms out, get a nice shoulder stretch in there too. Release the hands, bring the hands down towards the ground. Right foot is gonna move out towards the outside 45-degree angle here. So toes move out, heel is in. Bend that knee, send the left toes up above the heel, Skandasana. So it's similar to our Malasana, but with one leg that's straight. Your right heel is on the ground. Hands can stay on the ground or again, come into prayer. Just breathe here. Activate. Straight spine. One more breath in. One more breath out. Hands come back down to the ground. Press that right leg, right foot into the ground to straighten the right leg. And then simply move towards the front of your mat. And bring both feet forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Hands down to the ground. This time it's the right foot that's going to move back and drop to 90 degrees to find Warrior Two on your other side. Again, nice strong Warrior Two. Take the time to feel the pose, to get deep into the pose. And then inhale, dance it back. And exhale, left elbow to left thigh. Right arm comes up. Side angle. Stay active in the abs. Don't let your spine round. Right shoulder moves back. Look down to the ground to make sure your left knee is aligned with your left heel. And then when you're ready, right arm can move towards the ceiling, left hand can come down towards the ground to deepen the hip opening here. Again, keep sending that right arm back, right shoulder back. Keep opening. Activating the feet, activating the legs and the hips. Press into the ground, come back into your Warrior Two, straighten that left leg, bring the toes towards the right, and then fold forward for your wide-legged forward fold again this time. So if you tried one option, one variation of hands either to the ground or yogi grip or hands behind, maybe you want to try another one, just feel it out. Again, you can always just use your blocks here to make sure you have a nice straight spine and that you're folding from the hips. You're feeling that stretch in the hamstrings. This time we're going for a Skandasana on the other side. So it's going to be your left foot, toes open up so that you're open at a 45-degree angle. So your heel is inside, your toes are out. And then bend that left knee. Bring the right foot, toes above the heel. And then just let those sit bones sink towards the ground. You'll always notice there's one side that works better than the other. And again, like a Malasana, with one straight leg. When you feel good here, you can always keep your hands on the ground. You can use your accessories or hands in prayer. We're just going to breathe here, 2 nice deep breaths. When you're ready, hands come back down, stretch out that left leg. Wide-legged forward fold again. Turn the toes towards the front. Bring both feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands towards the ground. We're going to go for one last yogi squat. It's always nice to have 2 poses, but 3 makes it even better. So just hang out here. We're going to take 5 breaths. Every inhale straightens the spine. Every exhale opens up those hips a little bit more. Inhale, straighter spine. Exhale, hips open. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Breath in. Breath out. Hands come down. Hips rise. Feet come back towards the center. And then simply step both feet back. Find your plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, Chaturanga all the way down to the ground. Inhale in Cobra. And then exhale, find your child's pose. Knees sticking towards one another. So knees come towards one another, feet towards one another. Top of the feet on the ground, sit bones on the heels. Forehead comes down towards the ground. You can always use a block or an accessory for your forehead. Hands can come around here just to help you start to close everything up. Come into a little ball.
One more breath in, let that back rise. And on the exhale, release a little bit more in the hips, squeeze the thighs together, knees together. And then bring the hands next to the head, raise the head off of the ground. Take your time here. And let your hips come towards a side of your choosing. Feet come towards the front, legs are long. We're gonna go for one Paschimottanasana here. So legs are long and straight, sit bones move back, feet are flexed. Engage in the thighs. Engage in the thighs and in the abdominals to straighten out your spine and bring your chest forward. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, fold forward, grab whatever you can. Maybe it's your shins, your calves. Maybe you can come and grab the feet and let the forehead move towards the knees. Two more breaths here. Release the feet. Straighten out that spine. Bend the knees. Bring the sit bones forward. And then just come onto your back. Once on your back, rock the knees left and right. Feel all that work that was done inside of the hips. And then, like we did at the beginning of class, bring your right foot onto, your right ankle onto your left thigh. This time though, instead of going left, we're gonna go the other way. So we're gonna let everything drop towards the right and just feel that stretch coming in the opposite direction, closing up that left hip. Hands can come out to a 90 degree. And you can even look towards the left to deepen this twist a little bit. One more breath. Gaze comes back up to center. Bring those knees back to center. Right foot comes down next to the left. Rock them left and right a little bit. Recenter the spine. And then other side, left ankle comes onto the right thigh. Let the right knee drop towards the left. I'm just gonna take off my mic here to be able to do this final stretch with you. Again, what you're looking for here is to make sure that shoulder blades are on the ground and that you're feeling that activation on the inside of your right hip. So we were opening them, now we're closing them up. And the gaze can turn towards the right. Again, you can chill here as long as you like. Even if video is done, you want to do this a little bit more. Don't be shy to give yourself an extra serving of twist, an extra serving of hip stretching. Feels good and it's good for you. When you're ready, gaze comes back up to center. Knees come back up to center. Left foot comes back down to the ground. Rock those knees left and right a little bit. And then knees come into the chest. Apanasana one last time. You can rock left and right. Forehead can come towards the knees. Squeeze. And then find your Shavasana. Legs long. Arms long, palms of the hands facing the ceiling. Shavasana is also known as corpse pose, so nice and still here. And with that stillness, just come and feel what's been going on, what happened in your hips. We're going to take 10 breaths here. Enjoy the silence. Start to deepen your breath. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. Wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers. And then bend the knees, bring the feet back to the ground. Step the feet out towards the outside of your mat and let the knees drop in towards one another. Just going to do one last closing up of the hips. You can rock a little bit left and right if you like, giving a nice little massage to the lower back, the inside of the hips. And when you're ready, bring the knees hip distance apart, feet hip distance apart, and you can let the knees fall towards the side of your choosing to turn onto your side. And then use your hands to come back up to a seated position. Legs crossed. You can always be seated on a block, be comfortable. Sacrum is heavy. Crown of the head comes up towards the ceiling. Hands in prayer in front of the heart. Take this moment here to recognize yourself for just taking the time to practice, time to take care of yourself, take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your spirit. Thank you for taking that time. Thank you for investing that energy. I hope you feel fantastic. And I can't wait to see you on another practice. Have a great day, great night whenever you're watching this. Namaste. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch these videos. I hope they've been helpful for you. If you enjoyed them, feel free to give a thumbs up and like the video. I'd love to know what you thought, or if you have any questions, please leave a comment. If you feel like there's anyone else that could benefit from these videos and bring in this yoga practice into their lives, please feel free to share it. And if you'd like to be notified when we bring out some new videos, then just click that subscribe button to get a notification on all the new practices that we bring out. Thank you so much again. Namaste.